I got a Sony ZV-1F. I don't use it when I vlog for the reason of, just like I didn't get a Sony ZV-1 or a Sony ZV-1 Mark II or even a Sony ZV-E10. But why would I want to spend all that money of all those cameras and could get a Sony ZV-E1? Are you just disappointed? Are you walking from Sony? Are you just totally upset? Or did you really see the picture of what's happening? Oh, that wasn't fast enough for the guy. He was going super slow. I am not a person that's going to be into great detail anymore. I'm just simply going to tell you as it is what I remember from my experiences. Well, isn't that what vlogging's all about? Sharing the fun, talking, and telling everybody else? Or isn't YouTube and vlogging about show and tell? I'm a show and tell guy. I'm a how-to person, and I do everything in a how-to style. When I watched this video, and it really made sense, and it opened up my eyes, and even the person came back and said, the Sony ZV-1F, what you got, it's a great camera. Thank you, that means a lot. So he mentions that the Sony ZV-1 and the Sony ZV-1 Mark II are the same exact camera. Nothing's changed in it. It is the same camera. Now, I'm not here to convince you or tell you it's not the same camera or the same camera. He said it's the same exact camera. They didn't change anything. All they given you was what you asked for, right? And I watched another video, and the person says it's like a GoPro. I wouldn't compare it to a GoPro. GoPro's got hyper smooth. It's got the best image stabilization in the world. And who's behind them? You got it, DJI. And who's catching up real slow? Smartphones. And Sony had the best image stabilization that was in the planet. And what happened? They took it all away and now offering you a dinosaur program that takes forever. A 1-minute video, at least 10 minutes to analyze and possibly render and create an additional file on your machine. And that has been set in gold for the longest period of time when they released the software. Now, if they do it in-house, and that's where the E1 is probably the best camera for all. And nobody's going to spend $2,400 just for a body alone. And they don't have a lens to go with it. They could pick one for a good $1,000, right? Everybody is going to go get a ZV-1 that is marked up over $50 of the retail value for a 3-year-old camera that's still selling strong. Heck, you could go on the black market. It's not a black market. You just go on the site like Abe's of Maine, and you could pay like under $600 for the colors you want, black or white. And I feel like doing that, getting a brand new one, because getting a used one, you got to make sure that the lens is not scratched, that there's no issues in the camera's electronics, or the person just wants to get rid of it to get the new one. And they're not going to sell it dirt cheap for a few hundred. They're going to sell it for the most money they can get. The lowest price cameras may have more problems than you think. The ZV-1 has a built-in optical stabilization. Yeah, OIS and active in the lens and all. How could it have it in the lens? It's a zoomable. Yeah, it has it in the lens. And that would probably be the best image stabilization camera. Maybe similar to my Cybershot HX90. But who wants a camera that may not have the best stabilization in the world? Was that what I was going to say? I don't think so. I had it on my mind and I just could not spit it out. I believe I was going to say something like, how do I know that has the stabilization I need for vlogging and walking? But I don't use a camera like so anymore and doing vlogging. The only time I would do that would be on vacation. I did things like little comparisons, and I got so used to today's GoPros and DJIs. Not the pocket. I don't want a pocket where I'm on a bike, I'm going to break it, and I'm going to be sorry, I'm out the money. The pocket is delicate. It's very small. I love the pocket, don't get me wrong. Just that, you know, that I want a camera that will hold its focus, do perfect at nighttime, crisp and clean. And I think I have my camera, but it's not the perfect camera because we all say there's never that one camera that would do it all. And the Sony ZV-1F, second generation of the ZV-1, people thought it was, and now it is. Digital zoom, nobody uses digital zoom, nobody. And what I was going to probably say a couple of scenes ago is there's no optical zoom in most of these cameras anymore, offering under 3 times, and of course a lot of money. Why is that? If you can't offer any zoom, don't offer a lens that extends. Just chop that lens and make it solid and go that route. And many people would have probably been happier. Oh no, you would have upsetted everybody if you would have put that lens into the ZV-1 Mark II. You would have made everybody upset. But nobody's upset that owns the 1F. They just don't love the continuous autofocus on a fixed focus body. I had my camera on for the longest period of time because you got the best battery life in the world, Action 3. Shut you off for the second, you start it up. That is what I like about a camera, doing its job and getting the job done. And I'm not saying DJI is the camera that's doing its job and getting it done 100%. Now, there's not going to be a purchase of a Sony ZV-1F so I could get out like all the other people out there going to try to do, because Sony got all their cameras coming back and they had to hand it back before the debut day. And you don't see any other videos out there on the market that is showing anything like so. I haven't seen anything. Have you? Hey, I just got nothing more to say about the, the thing. I'm just like holding off, waiting for the real reviewers and see what they have to say, and then go from there. Because everything comes out on sale at the retail value of the product. $8.99 plus tax, no discount. And then maybe down the road, a little discount. We'll see. Oh, I had to put my mic on, make sure it's on. Let me show you something. Look at this. It is freezing over here. The weekend's coming and the party's getting ready to go and you got the sprinklers up. Oh man, how sweet is that? And it's even whistling to you and telling you, hey, come to the party, come to the party. I asked on my other video, what camera would you get besides a Sony that will work out with a great image stabilization, autofocus, and a product review? Who else is out there that does a great job? Nice, compact, and light. Well, that's what I'm looking for. I don't want something giant. I don't want something old. I want something recent. It's 2023, 2024. What more do you want from today's technical times? More? Call the no idling zone. Past the point. And you have up to 2 minutes. The bus is idling. More than 2. What do? Man. Like I said, early worm catches its bird. Get on out there, go on fishing. You have a great time. Another boat going, sun's rising, the tides slack down. Those are the little things I may hit when I take my boat going in the water, having a great time when I go riding back and forth, back and forth. And what we don't want to do is get you seasick with bad image stabilization, Sony. And that's what happens with like this. We got a lot of jitters. Am I jittering? Am I doing any rolling shutter? Wait a second. I'm going to do like they do. I'm going to jump up into the camera and get out of the camera for defocus. Oh, you know, I don't care about Buka, Baku, whatever it's called. I really care about having just a camera that's supposed to do its job 100% all the time. Sony, you're becoming baloney. I'm glad I saved my money, put it elsewhere, for something better. That's how you have to do things today. You gotta watch and learn. Well, I'm not sad. I'm not happy that Sony didn't get with me because I tell it like it is and I'll do a great review. I did such an awesome review on this little nano. Oh man, I did such a great review. I didn't do the best one after that because once I hit a great review, I peak, I start to go down a little. But that's the way it is. Well, I got things to take care of and do and get things done. I said a lot, I did a lot, and I definitely talked a lot. I'll see you on many other videos to come. I'm out of here. I can't give you a hat toss until I get off of this electronic image stabilization road. Have a great day.